Good morning, people. Come on in here. I can vent a little bit. I know I call it like I see it. This is going to be no different. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So it won't be no sweep after all. The Knicks got a lot of... The Knicks is in some trouble right now. Even though they up 2-1. The pressure's on the Knicks right now. Why? Because they were in the lead. They were in a situation where they could have ran away with this title. And they didn't do what they were supposed to do in game 1 at home. Game 1 at home. Your home games are games that you're supposed to. You got to secure those, especially when you don't have home court advantage. But the Knicks, they do have home court advantage now because they won 2 in San Antonio. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, I got something to say. I'm going to let it all out as soon as I park. I'm about to park in a couple of minutes. What's your thoughts? The Knicks fans beating up Spurs fans. Hoodlum shit, goofy, dumb, retarded shit. Uncalled for. Jumping on other black people and shit because they got a different team. That shit corny and childish. Don't make any goddamn sense. Y'all blaming it on Trump. Y'all blaming it on the Don, man. Say it ain't so. The Don didn't do it, man. Don't do that. The Knicks were in a position where they could have still won this game. They could have still won this game after taking a beating in the first half, after surviving a barrage of offensive domination from Stephon Castle and Victor Wembanyama. Pardon me. After surviving that, the Knicks managed to get out of the first half up 7 points. Up 7 points. That second half, when that second half began, they were supposed to begin zipping them boys up. They didn't do what they were supposed to be doing, man. I was disgusted watching the game. I'm going to tell y'all in detail everything that happened that affected the outcome of this game. And they still only lost by 4. They still only lost by 4 points. Whatever the case, you only got to win by 1. The Spurs came in on, they asserted themselves. They was in a do or die situation. They had to win that game. And they did what they were supposed to do. They did. But I just got to go right around this corner. I'm going to park. I'm going to tell y'all everything that they did that affected the outcome. Because it didn't have to go that way. It didn't. It didn't. I see people saying, certain things about the referees. The referees, they're not going to get every call right. They do need to confront the fact that San Antonio was playing really, really aggressive and dirty. Physical and dirty, but that's a part of sports. If we can't kick your ass, we might kick your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like that go for all contact sports. For real. It can get serious. Anyway, cut this off. Hold on. Nah, Don, Jay-Z, Megan Thee Stallion, Robert Kraft, DJ Khaled all need to stay away from the Knicks. None of those people had nothing to do with the overall problem. The Knicks had 13 turnovers. 13 turnovers, man. They turned the ball over and over and over. And this needs to be said. Jalen Brunson is a good player. He is. He's a very good player. I don't think he's the most valuable player on the team. I think the most valuable player on the team is OG Anunoby. OG is an NBA superstar on both ends of the court. He got no holes in his game. He only gonna get better. He a bad motherfucker. OG Anunoby is a gat. does his job on both ends of the court. He can shoot the three, he go to the basket, dunk on niggas, he plays defense. He just does everything. He very, very active. I love his game. He's an NBA superstar for sure. For sure. Um, Jalen Brunson need to understand, little nigga, you only 6'1". You know what I'm saying? You only 6'1". Some say 6 foot even. That's it. A lot of the fucking shots that Jalen Brunson took last night, man, was uncalled for, man. It You just don't have to. And Charles Barkley mentioned this. He makes a lot of difficult shots. He does. But you don't have to take a lot of difficult shots. The game will come to you if you playing it right, man. Like, they didn't get in this situation with him doing it by himself. They got in this situation doing it collectively. Everybody contributed. Now, last night, Miles Bridges only had 2 points. Shout out to Zip. Zip at the drip. Zip was like, we lost because Bridges only had 2 points, right? But listen to how this works. Bridges only had 2 points, but Josh Hart went off from three last night. In the previous games, Josh Hart was only having 3 or 4 points and some shit like that. 3 points in 2 games, some old shit like that. Josh Hart went off last night. I like Clarkson, Jordan Clarkson. He dropped maybe I think 12 points off the bench or something like that. Like I said before, man, the Knicks are deep, man. It ain't no telling where you gonna get your contributions from. So Hart and Clarkson went off last night. So that erases Mikal Bridges not having a high productive scoring night. They filled in. You know what I'm saying? OG had a good game. They had 13 team turnovers. Them was bad turnovers, man. After going into the half up 7 points, they dodged the bullet. They survived everything San Antonio had to do to them. They survived it in the first half. They ended up coming out up 7 points. You at home, you got the crowd behind you. All they have to do in the second half is go to Cat. The pressure, you know what I'm saying? Not shooting no threes and shit like that. Not throwing the ball away. Give Cat the ball in ISO situations, him and Wemby, and let him do what he's been doing in games 1 and 2, applying the pressure. Applying the pressure. My man said I lost a bag last night. This is my first time catching those live in 2 months. I got my notifications turned on. New York needs to sage that whole Madison Square Garden after Trump left his bad juju all over the place. The Spurs out physical the Knicks last night. The Spurs have been playing more physical than the Knicks all series long. And when you say more physical, the Spurs are playing basically like dirty. You know what I'm saying? That situation with Wemby, mugged Jason, pushed him in the back of the head. All of that type of shit. That ain't basketball, but in contact sports, players will resort to shit like that. They will. That's a part of the game. You got to be willing to do it. You got to be willing to do it back and not get caught. You got to be willing to play through shit like that. Period. Towns had 11 points. If the Knicks don't win the next game, the Spurs take the series. The Spurs, living by the refs, are not going to call fouls every play. For you who said if the Knicks don't win this next game, the Spurs can take the series, I kind of agree with you. The Knicks got to be on their A game to beat these guys. They a lot bigger. Whenever Jalen come up the court, the niggas the sticking him. He's 6 foot. The niggas that's defending Jalen Brunson is 6'6" or better. Vassell, um, Champagne, whatever, however his name is pronounced, Stephon Castle. These are the three guys who are defending them. All of them dudes are 6'5" or better. You know what I'm saying? If you notice when Jalen is bringing the ball up the court, he goes through a lot trying to get that ball up the court. That's because the dudes is a lot bigger than him. They putting their hands on him. They pushing him around. The refs ain't saying nothing. He gotta run the offense accordingly. Part of being a good playmaker is running the offense accordingly, man. Like Jalen didn't come with his basketball IQ last night. You can't do it by yourself. It's not gonna work like that. It's not. You know why? The Spurs want him to try to do it by himself. If we can force this nigga to do it happened with when the 2004 Detroit Pistons beat the Lakers in the NBA Finals, they said it. They said it. They said it. They said we wanted Kobe to feel that he could do it himself. We wanted Kobe to take all his shots. We wanted him to have that mindset that he could do it himself. And you know what happened? He went away from Shaquille O'Neal, and that's how they beat the Lakers. That's how they beat the Lakers. It was a mind trick. So they doing this. They playing the same trick on Jalen Brunson. Make this little nigga think he could do it himself. Make him take all of the shots. Make him alienate his teammates. If you're not feeding the big man, if you're not getting your teammates involved, they're not gonna give you their best effort. Everybody want to score buckets. Everybody want to score buckets. If a big man score on the offensive end, he gonna run back and get you a block shot. He's gonna play defense. Cat was like non-existent last night. I don't know if he was tired or what. I don't know. It wasn't the same intensity that he was playing in game 1 and 2. They got to let somebody else bring the ball up so the Spurs can't lock in on JB from the rip. He's beat. By the time he get up court, he's beat. That might be a good idea to let somebody else bring the ball up sometime and shit. But I don't know who else is capable of bringing the ball up. I don't. I don't know who else is capable of bringing the rock up. The refs didn't help the situation, but the loss is a loss. Alvarado and Brunson can't be in the game at the same time because that will turn their team into small ball. Them niggas got to be able to defend somebody, and like I said, San Antonio got big guards, so you don't want to be at a disadvantage for two positions. Alvarado undersized, Jalen Brunson undersized, so that ain't gonna work. They got to figure something else out. If the Spurs played a complete game when they go up by 14, the Knicks would be done, and they be up big every game. You absolutely right. Every game, the Knicks have been down and had to come back to win games. Every game it goes like that. They got to stop doing that. If Josh Hart don't go off all of those threes last night, the Knicks lose by double figures. The Knicks basically probably get blown out at home. You know what I'm saying? That they didn't play good team ball last night. I was very, very disappointed. With 10 minutes, 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter, I said they're gonna lose this game. They're gonna lose this game, man. Every time they in a position to put them away, they throw the ball away. Jalen had 5 turnovers. Stop turning the fucking ball over. And stop trying to shoot the fucking ball, man, over 3 niggas and shit like that. Like when he take his little ass down there in the paint and he be spinning around and sometimes he get it off, sometimes he don't. But when you doing this shit, you wearing yourself out, number one. And you're not using your teammates. You putting the motherfucking Spurs in a situation where they can sag off of defending other people. That's why they triple teaming you. Because you're not passing the fucking ball. That's why they all over him like that. If you pass the ball, they have to spread out. They have to spread the fucking floor, man. Get a fucking ball to OG. Get a fucking ball. He's supposed to be able to recognize this shit. Damn. They can't fuck with OG. He killing these niggas. Let me give him the rock. Whoever is defending OG is having a bad night. He killing him. Give him the rock. The fuck is you doing? Give him the rock and spread the floor. Let OG ISO. Make it so the Spurs have to give the defender, whoever's defended OG Anunoby, make it so the Spurs have to draw to a double team. And what does that do? it leaves Brunson open for an open jump shot. His jump shot is butter. But you keep going down in there, man, where you got to shoot over niggas and shit like that, man. Pass the fucking rock, man. 24 free throws for the Spurs. Turnovers after turnovers after turnovers. The Knicks have been starting slow all season. This is the time where they need to reverse that trend. OG Anunoby is probably like the best two-way player on the whole court on both teams. He is like that. OG is like that, man. He is like that. They got to recognize that. This is a 25, 30-point scorer every night. You got to use him. Come on, you going to get that third. Man, when I was playing point, when I was playing ball, last time I played competitively was like 5 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago, I was playing in this pro-am. It was a dude on our squad named Jamin Mason. Look him up. He played for Edinburgh University. Jamin Mason. This nigga get buckets like a motherfucker. He might have been averaging a quarter or something like that in college. He was on our team. We get in the fucking huddle. We about to start the game. I don't know this nigga from Adam. I just know his name. This is the first time that he playing with us. My man Donnie invited him to play on our team. I ain't never played with this nigga in life. We in the huddle. I'm the point guard. I look around. I see, yo, which one of you niggas can get 30? Like, which one of you niggas get 30? It's somebody on the team. This is what you do. I get buckets. Everybody point to him. Him right there. Jamie. I turn around and look at him. You gonna get 30 tonight. You gonna get 30 tonight, my nigga. You know why? I'm gonna see to it. And I commit to doing my thing and shit. Penetrating dish. Running the tempo of the offense. You gonna get you a 30-point scorer? You gonna get 30 tonight. You know what I'm saying? You could imagine how that make a motherfucking shooter feel. Oh, it's on me? Yeah, it's on you. Why? Because this is what you do. We gonna play to our strengths. You dig? We gonna play to our strengths. He's the mismatch. OG needs touches, team effort, set picks, giving goals. The energy got to be off the chain in New York. They got to calm down. You're absolutely right about Brunson, Gully. Passed the ball, and he's a turnover machine. Man, this nigga kept throwing the ball away, man. I'm like, yo, shorty, what the fuck is you doing? What is you doing? Y'all up. Y'all up. You don't have to rush to get no shot. It's 24. It's a 24-second shot clock, I believe. You don't have to rush down there and jack up no bad shot, man. The fuck is you doing? Get a fucking rock the cat. Get a fucking rock to get a fucking rock to OG, man. Like you bugging the fuck out, man. Run the offense. Run the offense. You got them there doing that shit what you do. That, you got them there doing that. But guess what? Every game that the Spurs lose, it's gonna become harder to win. Why? They got assistant coaches, man. They got coaches, man. They got people who gonna plug holes. Everything that we did wrong, speaking from the Spurs perspective, everything that the Spurs did wrong, they ain't gonna do that shit the next game. Any error is gonna be corrected. Any flaw, anything we did wrong is gonna be corrected, man. Like any strategy that didn't work is gonna be erased. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do this. Every game gives the team observations on weaknesses and shit that we need to do going forward. Every one of these games is gonna get harder and harder and harder. Them first two games, you think they ain't saying, man, cat dogging you out, man. You got to be more aggressive. He needs help. When Cat Towns get the ball, we got to start converging on him. You know what I'm saying? They got four NBA teams got like six coaches and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't just the head coach. Them niggas, they be sitting on the sideline with clipboards and shit. Them niggas is writing down shit that they seeing. And then they go into the locker room, man, and they try to correct that shit. New York can't fuck this up. The city's gonna go crazy. Whoever gets Scotty Barnes out of Toronto, give him a steal. He's a bigger OG. Real time adjustments, yeah. They watching the game tapes right now. Honestly, don't know how they won the first two. I think the Spurs got them now. Seriously, game one, the Knicks outplayed them. Right. Game two, the Spurs lost it. They lost it. Wemby threw the ball away. Turnovers. I'm sitting here talking to y'all about turnovers. He threw the fucking ball away. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't so much that what the Knicks did, it was what the Spurs didn't do. That's how they got away with game two. But you leave out of Texas, you can just stole the home court advantage. You going back home. This is the most important game in the series. This could zip their ass up. You at home. You got the crowd with you. You got the momentum. Cat's playing good. Everything's working out. Go up there and do what's been working for you. Go back to what's been working for you. Cat is about 7 feet. He is. He damn near. I think he is 7 feet. If not, he like 6'11" or some shit like that. He outweighed Wimby by probably 70, 80 pounds or some shit. Get this motherfucker the ball, man. The fuck is wrong with you? Keep going in there trying to shoot over these tall ass motherfuckers. Yeah, he get away with it sometimes. He makes them. Man, stop doing that shit, man. You don't gotta keep doing that shit. You wearing yourself out. And you know what happens when a motherfucker get tired? You know you know what happens when a point guard gets tired? He start half-ass running. He start half-ass hustling. He start half-ass passing the ball, which leads to fucking turnovers. Tired niggas turn the ball over. If the Knicks don't win game four, they'll lose in six. Wemby was catching lobs last night again. You know why? Because them coaches and they listening to motherfuckers like Charles Barkley and these NBA legends giving their take on the game. When Wemby is on the perimeter, that's the Knicks' advantage. You know why? Because when he shoot, he's not down at a rebound. You dig? When he shoot jump shots, when he shoot from afar, he's not down there to rebound. That's an advantage for the Knicks. That's an advantage for the Knicks. If he go down into the paint, they are at an advantage. Why? You seen it last night. Just throw the ball up there. Can't nobody get up there as high as him. Just throw the ball up there. He can't alley oop from the 3 point line. You got to be down there around the paint. So he's doing essentially what was once the job of a big man. Be in the paint. Be on the blocks. Play with your back to the rim. Wemby don't play with his back to the rim, but they telling him, you need to get down there in the paint, fam. You letting them off the hook. Like I said, every game that's played, they gonna plug them holes. Castle was on some shit. Castle from a family of ballers. He was going hammer. All buckets, all his buckets, with the exception of them couple threes he hit, and he hit a real big one in the fourth quarter that basically ended the game. All of his buckets was going to the hoop. Going to the hoop. You know what I'm saying? Going to the hoop. He kept doing that Euro step in the paint, laying their ass up, getting and ones, 3 point plays, over and over and over. I'm like, man, sheesh. For them to go into halftime up 7 points, they was lucky. They was lucky. They was lucky to be up seven. You up 7 points after the half. You just went in there and got some rest, got water, got your electrolytes together. Go out there and finish the job. The third quarter is one of the most important quarters in basketball because that's when the teams stretch out. UConn pedigree. Castle remind me of a young Westbrook. Brunson can can let Hart bring the rock up sometimes. Harper, a rookie playing fearless, Castle Crybaby. Did you see that dunk that Harper did last night? Dunk the fucking ball, man. Dunks are important. When the Knicks won game one, the Knicks had 50 points in the paint. Last night, more than likely, the stat was reversed. I'm pretty sure that San Antonio probably had like 40, 50 points in the paint. Lots of fucking layups. Straight up. Wemby need 10 pounds of muscle and a skyhook. It's over. Two hands is crazy. OG came right back nasty. When threes are not available, attack the basket. Dylan reminds me of his pops. I was telling people Wemby not a big man, he a shooter. He is a big man. A nigga 7'4". You see all them goddamn alley oops he was catching last night. You see all them goddamn dunks. That's because he's a big man. You know what I'm saying? He from Europe, and they be over there raising them big niggas to play like Kevin Durant. In his mind, he thinks he's Kevin Durant, but that's not what they need. That's not what they need. They need a big man, straight up. They teach all the big men when you get a defensive rebound, outlet it to the point guard and run straight down the middle. Turn around and put your hands up, big man. Easy bucket at the rim. Yeah, he definitely thinks he's Kevin Durant. He not comfortable down there. Cat not playing physical enough. He was playing physical enough. He didn't play physical last night. He got to hold that as the big man on the New York Knicks. I got to give y'all more than 11 points. But in order for me to do that, I got to get the rock. That Jalen, that falls on the shoulders of Jalen Brunson. I said this on Instagram. I get on this motherfucking internet and I praise this little nigga and say everything that he did right. Last night, he did a lot of wrong. I'm going to put emphasis on what the fuck he did wrong. 5 fucking turnovers. 5 turnovers. Threw the ball away. That's unacceptable. That's terrible. That's a terrible stat. Terrible. 13 turnovers. They went turnover crazy in the third quarter. Don't make no sense. JB, too much hero ball, and the refs with them bullshit calls. People in New York are losing their minds. It done got dangerous over the Knicks. Jalen is a jack. People are blaming the loss on the Don being there. No, no, no. Donald Trump don't score any buckets. He don't block any shots. Like I said, the Knicks was up 7 points at halftime. Donald Trump didn't turn the ball over 13 times. Donald Trump didn't do that. He had nothing to do with that. They fucked the game up, and they better win this next game. If they don't win this next game, they probably in a lot of fucking trouble. It's probably going to be one of the biggest disappointments in the history of basketball, in the history of New York basketball anyway. If they don't do what they're supposed to. This next game is so important. Good thing that Brunson's father is a coach, because he going to tell him, yo, man, you turned the fucking ball over 5 times. You can't be fucking turning the ball over. Use your teammates. Stop shooting over them goddamn trees all the time. You're going to get yours. For real, what do you want? You want stats or you want the Davy O'Brien trophy? You got to decide what it is that you want. You want a lot of points or you want this motherfucking trophy? Like, what the fuck? They went on a 10-1 run at the end of the first half. The loss happened from 13 turnovers, plain and simple. Hell yeah. They may need to give Clark some more time. When he came in, when he, the nigga think he tough, number one. Did this nigga think he tough, number one? Every team, I know y'all seen all of them clips of him over the years squaring off with people. He don't never throw no punch, but he'd throw his hands up to motherfuckers. I know y'all seen that. They used to have memes of him. He square off with 1,000 motherfuckers. He never throw a punch, man. He like a little wild dude and shit, man. He come out there. I knew when he got in the game, out of the people who they brought off the bench, I said, this motherfucker's gonna shoot the ball. He gonna shoot the ball, and he came in there shooting that motherfucker. He has some big threes. He does need to be able. He does need to be in a position where he's able to contribute. Plain and simple. He's high energy. He does a lot of running around, and he ain't scared. He said, "Yeah, he a trip. That's what they need. The Spurs guards are tough. He got to be willing to be a decoy. Cat and Bridges can't pull their usual disappearing act they've done in regular season. Everybody, not Jalen. You fucked that up, homeboy. You called him Jalen Hurts. I like how Fox playing veteran basketball too. They beating people up outside. Somebody gonna catch a fatality. Turnovers and 5 for 20 from three. The series could be 2-1 the other way. The Spurs did win 62 games. People be forgetting. He know karate in real life. He's a funny motherfucker, man. Spurs are better. Spurs chalked game 2 and won game 3. That right there tells the story. The Spurs are better, I believe. Second quarter, the Knicks went on a 42-24 run. That's how they ended up 7. Cat with 5 shots is nasty. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. B. Rice, I appreciate your super chat. Thank you. Clarkson definitely not scared. Big shot he hit. Jalen was in foul trouble. It's going to be a series. Beating people up in the Manhattan and Bed-Stuy in the South Bronx didn't score one basket for the Knicks. The Knicks are the better team. Wemby have to do so much for his team to win. I think I agree with you. I just had to get on here and put things in perspective. This don't require me to be here the whole hour. We know what happened. 13 turnovers. Cat didn't do much. Um, Bridges had an off night, but they got some contributions off the bench. Goes to show that the Knicks do have a well-rounded team. OG Anunoby, NBA superstar. Let's hope this next game goes better. That's all I have right now. Make sure y'all follow me on IG at I am gullytv _. Clarkson is a former 6-man. Let him ball. Bridges was gassed. We gonna see what happens the next game, man. Follow me on IG at I am gullytv _ and go to my website and get that trifecta, man. You need it, man. It's white t-shirt season, man. Let's get to it. Peace.